Okay, this is Damian Walter, and he's talking about Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut, and it's going to be more Jeffrey Epstein bullshit. Anyway, let's get into this.
You know, nobody understands Eyes Wide Shut.
I do. I saw that film. It had nothing to say. It was just empty nothingness.
Nobody. Every time it gets mentioned, people look at you like they're remembering the trauma of their one attempt to read Das Kapital.
What are you talking about? It was a confusing film, but this isn't Das Kapital. I can disregard whatever you have to say already.
Because Eyes Wide Shut is one of those films that, despite or even because of being very obviously about something, has become a kind of cultural Rorschach test for people who don't want to see uncomfortable truths.
Really? So what's the uncomfortable truth here? The main character, he'd like to get laid. Is that the uncomfortable truth? He wants to get laid but can't. His sex life isn't what he wants it to be. That's all this movie is showing.
So Eyes Wide Shut has generated a proliferation of bullshit interpretations. Ah, yes. Tom Cruise represents the Jungian animus confronting the shadow anima. Actually, Nicole Kidman is the feminine other confronting the social patriarchy. Or what?
Yeah, that is all bullshit. That's true. If it has the word patriarchy in it, it's bullshit.
Whatever conspiracy theories Reddit users dream up from the comfort of their gamer chairs. And of course now,
Gamer chairs? What are you talking about? Are you sitting in your gamer chair? These people who do this, most of them aren't gamers. They're the opposite of gamers. So I should disregard anything you have to say from here on out, Walter. So you're trying to take bullshit and push it on to guys who play games? Right.
now, we have the Epstein theory.
The movie was recut and changed after his death.
Reignited recently by Roger Avery of Pulp Fiction fame, claiming he half remembers overhearing a conversation somewhere once about a rumor
I am so tired of hearing about this guy.
that the studio recut Eyes Wide Shut and killed Kubrick when he protested, which must be true if it's on Joe Rogan. The idea is that the reclusive Kubrick, who by the 1990s was hiding in an English mansion like a sort of anxious bearded tortoise, somehow knew who the feck Jeffrey Epstein was. Yes, old stuff.
What do you mean? I'm sure he knew who he was. Epstein was palling around with all the high status guys. Of course he knew who he was. I'm not saying that he had anything to do with him, but he knew who Epstein was. Walter.
Dan was apparently spending his days inventing new camera lenses and his nights going, I must warn humanity about the finance bloke who sources blowjobs for Bill Clinton. But like every good conspiracy theory, this one is formed around a gritty bit of truth. Kubrick's movies are symbolic. They are coded. But they're also brutally direct statements that we refuse to acknowledge because they make us feel like the stupid complicit mammals we are.
For example, this guy he has a beautiful wife and they don't really show them doing anything together. He's probably from what I remember, I don't remember much action from Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman in the film. So he's a typical man who built up status to bribe an attractive woman into his life, and his sex life is shit. Now, are you going to say anything like that, Walter?
2001, Oh, is the monolith aliens or God or the collective unconscious? Is it about a giant smartphone sucking us into the next dimension? No, although that is a fun theory. Kubrick's Space Odyssey is much, much more direct. You dumb apes and your stupid rockets aren't going anywhere until you evolve. Clockwork Orange. Is it the bleak, violent, dystopian future we're all heading towards? No, it's just Tuesday in Britain. And the uncomfortable truth that society breeds droogs like Alex because it needs violent, expendable young men.
Now that I believe, everyone. That I believe. Because we see it everywhere, not just England, right?
The Shining, the ultimate house on the hill and haunted hotel movie that author Stephen King has always hated because Kubrick didn't make a horror movie. He made a real movie that shouts its message in your face with a "Here's Johnny!"
So it's a real movie? You mean horror films aren't real films? Go on.
Biggest threat to women and children isn't poltergeists, it's men.
Okay, screw you. Screw you, say. I could believe it if you said the real threat to this woman and her child is her husband. A father, right? Jack Torrance is the real danger to his family, but not men. Okay. So for you to say this feminist drivel shows that you don't know what you're talking about. And also you're male hostile, Walter.
Full Metal Jacket, a haunting condemnation of war is a generally bad thing? No, it literally shows you America brainwashing its young men, then sending them to rape and kill ordinary.
No, not rape and kill. No, dude. Kill, yes, right. You know who the biggest victims of rape? They're men. Like, guess what's happening right over there? I don't know if I should say the name, but it starts with an I and ends with an L. All the men getting poked over there, well, all the people getting poked are male. It's not women who are getting rammed up the posterior with objects, destroying their rectums. It's men. Men are woman worshippers, dude.
People. America is evil, and the Vietnamese girl has every right to revenge. And
really, this was bullshit. I have to call Kubrick on. The fact that you show a female soldier made me puke.
And we joke, $5, me love you long time. Because Stanley Kubrick wants to shove the nasty truth.
So you're trying to suggest that some hooker who got paid for her services wants revenge. No one forced her to become a prostitute, Walter. Nobody.
Right in our face until we can't.
Women would never give up prostitution because it's either that or work for a living. If they can't get an easy office job, they can engage in prostitution. I mean, look at Nicole Kidman. She got married to a high-status man. Marriage is a form of prostitution.
Ignore it. But somehow, we always can ignore it. Are you tired of grappling with the actual causes of life's problems? Exhausted by social and political realities that keep existing? Introducing Deny AI, the world's first AI-powered reality suppression engine. Just type in the uncomfortable social reality you don't want to acknowledge and
Well, you're one of them, dude. You tried to say The Shining claim that all men are dangerous to women and children, isn't that a form of denial?
I will instantly generate a soothing and compatible cover narrative for you to believe instead. Hey, deny! Am I spending too much time scrolling on my phone? No, you're building digital community capital. Keep scrolling. Hey!
Dude, you're on the internet. So am I.
Deny! All of my friends disagree with my political positions. They're in an information bubble. You're the only one who sees clearly. Deny operates across the entire political spectrum. The more extreme your ideology, the better.
Billionaires keep getting tax breaks while public services crumble.
Kind of like your feminist dribble. Right, dude?
Actually, billionaires are the engine of natural creative destruction.
I live in a neighborhood that was gentrified by people like me.
Actually, your artisanal coffee habits are essential to community cohesion.
Is my online activism really just me getting angry at strangers?
Nope. Hashtags reshape consciousness.
Download Deny.
Hey, is the video I'm making hostile to my fellow man? No, you're the one good guy, Walter.
Today using code DAMO to get 3 months of cognitive dissonance absolutely free. And then we get to Eyes Wide Shut, and it's all there in the title. Eyes Wide Shut. The
This is lame, dude. This is lame.
bourgeois liberal individual, yes, you with your tote bag and your Guardian subscription. You can literally be marched into a mansion.
I'm glad you mentioned Guardian subscription. So you're claiming these guys are feminists. Thank you for admitting that.
Full of elites, wearing masks and chanting in Latin and doing unspeakable things to trafficked East European women.
Really, what unspeakable things? I saw this movie. I never saw anything except orgies. Are you saying women having sex with men is unspeakable? Walter, so men ruin women with their sex? Is that what you're trying to hint at? Because again, I saw this movie. I didn't see any woman harmed in it.
And you'll go, well, you know, maybe it's just a dream. Maybe it's symbolic. Maybe it's about marriage. No, Kubrick is telling you the ruling class could and do openly reveal themselves as sex cult Satanists.
They're Satanists. Oh, I see. Right. They can't just be people exercising orgies because they could. Right?
And you'll find a way to rationalize it because accepting it would break your IKEA conditioned mind.
What are you talking about? I can accept this, no problem. The higher the status the man is, the more access he has to sex. That's simple human nature. What's there not to accept? Right? Oh, by the way, I thought you said that Kubrick never met this Epstein guy, didn't know who he was. How could he not know who he was, then make this film that supposedly is a lot like him and what he does? Walter, how do you explain that? I'm going to get past Zizek. I don't give a shit about what this guy has to say.
Now, listen to Slavoj Zizek.
No.
I know we've all tried and listened to hours of Zizek, and all we've learned is that he always sounds like he wants to sneeze. So let me
Well, he is a grifter, dude, isn't he?
translate one of Zizek's best theories, which I was reminded of by the superb Mikey and Nance on The Dangerous Maybe. Link in the description for the full deep dive. Every human order, every workplace, every sports team or nation state has rules. But you don't join the order, by following the rules. You join the order by how you, in unison with other order members, break the rules. You become a worker by bitching about the customers with your fellow workers. You become a player by shouting at the ref with your fellow players. And you become truly part of the elites who rule our society by participating in acts of harm and abuse.
Acts of harm? What are you talking about? They just had orgies. Orgies went on way back in the Greek days, ancient Greece. Where is the harm? The reason this guy couldn't get a part of this group is because he wasn't high status enough. He wasn't wealthy enough. He wasn't big enough somebody, right?
Use against the poor and vulnerable of that society. It's obscene. Behind the order of society we see is the obscene, the unseen order of society that forms.
So these people had orgies in costume. I mean, dude, I'm sorry. This is not the same as children starving in some third world. If Kubrick wanted to show these people as bad guys, he did a shit job. He should have shown the workers and how bad off they had it, right? But he didn't. This is a film about some guy who just wants to get laid and have great sex.
It's bonds of trust by shared acts of obscenity. It's not a conspiracy. It's not a secret cabal in a volcano.
Well, you're certainly giving off a conspiracy. Trafficked people, women, let's face it, harm. I didn't see any of that in this film. Sounds like, Walter, you're the conspiracy theorist.
It's just the fact, well documented, not even really hidden, that sexual abuse functions as a bonding ritual.
Oh, wow. Like, hey, this is not a conspiracy, dudes, right? So these people, it's sexual abuse, just them having an orgy, right? Exactly. Men getting sex, that's abuse. And it's bonding. It's not simply guys wanting to get laid. Well,
For some powerful men, a trust network, a shared secret.
there were all kinds of women in those masks, right? They weren't all masked men. So why are you just putting all this on the male gender?
Like a golf club, but with worse behavior and even worse fashion choices. So it's weirdly naive to think that Eyes Wide Shut is a warning about Jeffrey Epstein. It's far, far worse. It's the archetypal pattern of male power.
So women joining these orgies, they're not in power? Like one of the guys was sitting next to someone who was obviously his wife, who was also done up in these outfits. So men getting laid, that's bad. And the women that are involved, well, they can't be blamed for their participation. Okay, I've seen enough of this. You are a feminist conspiracy nutter, dude. You're hostile to your fellow man. And frankly, I'm disgusted by you, Walter. What's your full name? Damian Walter? Right. Physician, heal thyself.